Hey everyone, welcome back to part 2 of Vampire Assassin, trying out Uskayaw. First time I've played the god. It's a very unique god because you very rapidly gain and lose piety during fights. So it's not like the normal god where you build it up over a long time. I've already had a couple of uses of his abilities. I can't show it to you because we don't have the piety for it, but I've used line pass a couple of times. When we confuse things, we then get some pretty good synergy because we get to stab them with our amazing stealth aptitude that we have as a vampire. If you didn't know, the amount of damage you do when you stab something depends on both your stealth and your short blades. So if you have a lot of stealth, like we do, we have 8 already only just going into D5, you're going to do a lot of stab damage. This is a lot of skills, admittedly. We're training our fighting for HP, our dodging for some extra defenses, throwing because it's our blowgun, and we're also going to try to throw ranged projectiles to build up our Uskayaw piety from range. Short blades, that's our weapon. Invo because all of our abilities with our god rely on it. And stealth, that's a lot of things. Let's get going. We're basically just going down through the dungeon. Eventually we'll find Lair. Well, that's the plan anyway. We've been very lucky this game to find a lot of poison needles. So we had 38. We're down to 33. Rapidly losing them. We're not really. We'll just go pick them up. But yeah, we can be very spam happy. That's a water moccasin, or a water moccasin, if you want to say it correctly. Alright, how's our piety going? Because we're thirsty as a vampire, if I hit Shift A and exclamation mark, we can have a look. We get a level of poison resistance, which means we shouldn't die to this guy, although that is really early. Because I'd like to keep our piety going, it's going to decay really quickly if we stop doing stuff. I'm going to use Shift Q to quiver our tomahawks. I'm going to throw a couple of those as it approaches. They basically do nothing. Alright, and these guys are poison resistant, so I suspect it might be better to switch to the Whip of Electrocution rather than hit it with a +2 dagger. Any elect procs we get, I take this back. Because we're actually just getting bodied from his regular attacks. How fast is a water moccasin or moccasin? We can query him with the bot here. That's not his full title. He's not a regular moccasin, he's a water moccasin, of course. Speed 14. I think our bat form's faster. I forgot to actually look that up. I'm also tempted to... No, okay. I was going to say, Stomp, I haven't tried it, but I suspect it's not really worth using on a single creature unless you're going to kill it, in which case you don't want to miss. It's probably better against packs of enemies. So I think we just go bat form. And then, are we faster? He's not hitting us. Okay, yeah, we got away. Alright, let's get out of here. D5 is extremely early for a water moccasin. Very self-conscious now. I'm just going to keep saying moccasin. That's a nice beast. That's really early too. That's Mencure. I looked this up. I think it's 2 syllables. It's Mencure or Mencure. I don't know. I don't remember. I've already forgotten. But I did go and look this up one time. He can torment you. That's really quite terrifying. I wonder if we can just try to want to scattershot both of these guys. You see how the tile in front of us does the most damage? As it shoots out its metal splinters, it spreads out, so you'll do the most damage when something is adjacent to you. but I want to give this a go. This is one of the nice changes of this new wand system where all wands are identified when you pick them up. It's that you don't have to use an identify scroll on an early wand like this. Lest you waste all the charges, you can just use them all. And because we're on the stair, if this doesn't work, we can just go back upstairs. We got tormented, but that one shot nearly killed them both. I think we just keep going. Whoa. Okay, that was insanely good. Do we just keep going? I think so. Oh, we got to 3 points of piety, which means what is it? I don't know what this one's called. Where it says Uskayaw will force your foes to helplessly watch your dance. This sounds really macabre, actually. He prepares the audience for your solo. As we stand next to him with a dagger, we'll perforate him like a sieve. Look at this pronunciation, it's just off the charts right now. Well, that was pretty successful. What happens if you butcher these now? You just get regular chunks. That's kind of sad. Gone are the days of mutagenic chunks. Oh well, the game must go on. I should be reading our scrolls. There's Grinder. She hasn't seen us, so I'm just going to head back to the stairs. First of all, let's do our identify on one of these potions. And we're going to read our other scrolls. Fear and loathing. No, random uselessness. This, by the way, is why you don't try on your rings, because while you will most of the time, you'll get remove curse. You can't count on it. Let's see. These guys are resistant to poison. There's really not much point blowgunning them. I kind of want to save our tomahawks. At this point, our throwing skill isn't so good that they'll do huge amounts of damage. And I don't really want to mulch them all because we don't have Okawari or someone who's going to give us lots of ammunition. So I'd like to save them kind of for... I don't know if that's correct. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. But I'm thinking for when we have better throwing. That might just be wrong. Grinder. What can we do against Grinder? Not a lot, really. She can paralyze us. I didn't XV her. One thing that helps though is that, especially if we're thirsty, we've got 2 points of RN. So we're not as afraid of her pain ability. If we XV her, so she has 44% paralyzed and a 63% pain, but we'll resist pain with our 2 points of RN. She's also resistant to poison, so there's no point trying to use our blowgun. Oh, can we stab her? We can. We did no damage though. Is that what happened? Our stab and our bite missed. Grinder says, I used to sell toenails on the black market and immediately paralyzed us. Her attacks can do up to 11 damage and then extra if you're living, which we're not when we're thirsty, so that's good. I think we just try our lightning whip. What have we got if this goes horribly? We've got our bat form, but that won't help us against paralysis. We can probably haste away. We've got a teleport. I'm willing to do this. Alright. And then we can use line of sight here. I was going to say, just try to make her come to us rather than paralyzing us from a distance. We've got line dance if she comes again. Never mind, we're dying. Let's just use a scatter shot to finish her off. That didn't do it. We'll line pass to confuse her. Alright, and now it's stab to end this. There we go. Alright, that fight ended up quite a bit more difficult than I was hoping. I'm trying to find the blowgun. We've got too many weapons. There we go. Yeah, we actually ended up dropping to quite a dangerous amount of HP. Also, what do we do against this Mikassin again? Okay, just proc a couple of lightnings. That's the easier way to do it. Of course. Why didn't I know? Alright, for Duvessa and Dowan, I usually like to kill Duvessa first because she goes berserk if you kill Dowan first, so I think she's on average the more dangerous one. If there's only one of them, they'll never come upstairs with you, so we can fight her here. I think we're just winning. Yep. It's a short sort of freezing. Alright, and he goes hasted. His spells go more powerful, but he's just going to tick out to poison. Short sword of freezing. There's very little that I'd rather use a short sword of freezing on than the dagger of venom. Oh, I keep doing it. These guys are vulnerable to poison, so we can kill them with one single poison needle. We found an amulet. Too dangerous to try on without remove curse. Could be cursed inaccuracy. Pistachio. Can we just stab him? Yes. Easy. Easy mode. That's a buckler. Okay. That's much more desirable than the regular shield we've been carrying around. Because for a buckler, we can train only 4 points of shield, and that will remove the penalty. So I'm going to put that on. I was going to say, it could be cursed. Doesn't really matter. Man, that's... yeah. Anyway, let's turn on a 7th skill. And we're going to do a skill target. You can either hit equals at this skill menu here and set a target, or if you were browsing your inventory, say you were looking at the buckler, like, wow, this cursed buckler, isn't that amazing? If you press S, it will set a skill target for the penalty. I'm just gonna slam this scroll. That's remove curse. Okay. Maybe we want to go to a ring now. I think I kind of do. Watch it be cursed, by the way. It's gonna hurt our stealth a bit. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pips of stealth. We've got 5 AC, 14 evasion. 7, 12, so we're trading 2 evasion for 2 AC. And we've still got 5 pips of stealth. So I think this is fine. I'd rather have the extra AC than the evasion. Cool, that's a couple of nice pickups. Oh man. What's funny is that with apportation, we could have potentially apported that book to us before he set it on fire. But what's funny is that if you do manage to apport that spellbook, the only spell it has in it is apportation. So it's a bit of a trog troll there. Let's get out of line of sight of the wizard. Oh, we can maybe stab him. No. To the elect whip. I'm accidentally dropping down to nearly bloodless. We hear the hiss of flowing sand. We have no magic mapping, but we do have more ID. Potions of resistance are a good pickup. It's really sort of unnerving to see just bread everywhere. No meat, just bread. And they're not even bread, they're just rations. I'm avoiding the door here because when you open doors, they can make noise. So rather than do that and wake the stuff up, I'm just choosing to go around. Okay, it's a distant avalanche of sand. That tells us it's kind of close. Distant is a bit misleading. It means kind of near, but not too near. But it's in your general vicinity. Let's do this other scroll. Vulnerability. That's a centaur. I'm just going to avoid him for now. Oh, this is actually... Oh, I thought that we could sneak up to him on this tile. Nope. Wand of Ice Blast. That's very good. Can't miss. The Goonsmith's Ghost. He is a Formicid who can hit for up to 22 damage, which is over a third of our HP. So I think we're just running from him. Oh, there it is. Found it. Alright, so we got to know he's going to be standing there when we come back out. This is a scary... Okay, they have all seen us. How are we going to deal with these guys? They're very resistant to cold. Actually, they're just resistant, not very. So Wand of Ice Blast isn't so good. I don't think we need to use Scatter Shot. How about we just quiver and throw some Tomahawks? We've already got 1 pip of Piety up, believe it or not. Maybe we can try a Stomp. I haven't tried a Stomp yet. So this is going to deal damage to all adjacent enemies. A Shockwave. It does a percentage of its maximum health. So I think you actually can't kill things with Stomp, but let's try it out. Okay, we did kill something with that. Can we just keep stomping? Apparently. Alright, that's fine. Those guys are slow, so not only could we just walk away from them casually, but we could... Oh, net trap. Can we put the net out of it? No. We have to step into it. Yes, we just got the net. Sweet. So now we have a throwing net. That's really, really handy. We can use that to stab stuff. Oh, there are nets everywhere. Yes. Yes. I don't even care about what potions and things we might find in here. We're getting millions of nets. It's like Christmas early. Oh man, I'm so excited. The point I've been trying to make is that we can always kite these zombies with bat form as well. Oh man, that's amazing. It makes me want to try all these tiles. Are there more net traps around? Should we just try every tile? I want your nets. Oh yes, there's another one. Okay, well we got marked. So everything's going to be happening. Oh, we got held this time. Damn. Could have had 6 nets. We got 6, we could have had 7. Oh, that guy's getting... Oh, wait, we got a port. Okay, so this guy got trapped in the net. If he breaks out of it, the net's going to be destroyed. We have a 70% chance to fail apportation, but I feel like we may as well try. On the 30% chance that it succeeds, we'll port the net off him and then we can collect it. Failed. Let's go again. Failed again. Let's keep going. It's worth it. Failed again. Come on. We got it. Okay, sweet. So we saved that net. I think we did, right? Yoink, you pull the net towards you. Yeah, okay, we did. Alright, so we got all these mummies coming at us. We've got 1 piety all the time. Maybe I was wrong about Uskayaw. I thought it dropped to 0, but we seem to always have at least 1. I was gonna say, can we close a door on this monster forever? I'm not sure how this works, but I think slow enemies they're very slow. Also open doors really slowly, but I might be wrong about that. So I don't really want to find out. Let's just go our Whip of Elec, and then we can bat form if things go poorly. Like that. They do up to 20 damage. I think we just become a bat. Or we can even stomp when we're a bat. Let's try that. Okay. We dropped to 0 piety, so it's not a thing where you stay at 1 piety all the time. I'm just gonna... it's probably worth quaffing to up our HP rate while we're gonna kite with bat form. Hey, there's a throwing net. You can use wands as a bat, apparently. No, you can't. I was going to be surprised if that was a thing. These guys are killing themselves on the traps, I think. Yeah, it is. These guys are... We should kite them over the spear traps. They seem to get the most hurt on those. Okay, that guy didn't get hit. Alright. We were lied to. Let's grab the net. Alright, let's try killing them again. Got some more HP now. We're not about to die. If we could just get some lightning procs, or we could just stomp everything. That works too. Stomp these enemies. These noobs. We'll just stomp them. 7 throwing nets. Oh yeah, right. I want to check every tile. We should be using a luck. Well, we reached level 9. I'm gonna go more strength. Let's check all these tiles for more net traps. There's one. Nice. 9 nets. 10! 11 nets! Oh god. I'm not even looking at the potions. I'm just too excited about nets. I don't think there are any more net traps up here. Oh, shame. 13 throwing nets. Alright. So this is the perfect choice of skills that we've chosen here. We've got throwing to more accurately throw the nets. And then when we land them, we can stab things. And if we don't stab them quickly, all we gotta do is train a bit of translocation skill and we can port the nets off so that they never get destroyed. Oh man, this is broken. What a run. Oh yeah, the ghost was here. I was, again, so excited by the nets. The correct play here would have been to switch into bat form before we came out. You can open doors as a bat. That didn't used to be possible, but you can now. We're just going to pick a new stair. Unfortunately, you can't net ghosts, so that guy completely outplays us. You can fight a centaur. Good. Two scrolls of ID. We're going to do stacks of 2 potions, heal wounds and might. And let's read this unknown scroll. It's blinking. Ah. Now that he's really poisoned, we'll just kite him around and he dies. Where's our elect whip? There it is. These guys are also poison resistant, seeing as they're demons. I think I should be a bit more attentive, but line dance is really good. It seems like I should be trying to use that more often. That's Crazy Youth. We can probably fairly comfortably fight Crazy Youth because we don't really need to fight him. We can kill him with well, a few things. We could kite him with a combination of poison needles and bat form, or we could also just shoot him a couple times with the ice blast. I think probably let's save our ice blast. We'll go the needle strat. He's got a quarterstaff of chaos. You really don't want him to hit you. We'll switch to bat form before he gets on top of us. He hasted. He drank a potion of haste. Oh no, we're being outplayed here. I think we will still be faster in bat form. Then he will be hasted. So we're just going to kite him around a bit. Probably wait for his haste to run out. He's actually just going to poison out. Okay, that worked. He has just a regular cloak. Huh. You can Butcher and bottle a corpse's blood when you're a bat. There you go. Gotta be a little afraid of the bear, because when they're nearly dead, they will berserk. But he didn't, and I felt like we'd probably be okay. An orc warrior. Basically, any of these regular enemies we can kite in the same way that we killed Crazy Youth. We can blowgun them a few times and then bat form to get away. Not the ghost though. Orc warriors? Sure. Or just wait for them to tick out to poison, that also works. What do you do about the ghost? We probably just ignore him, I guess. We can just pick a new stair. Looks like we've done most of this floor already. It's just kind of up this corner where there's a centaur. Alright, let's go downstairs. We'll just ignore this ghost. He's really hard to fight. That wand of flame that we just found would be very useful, or would have been, when we were in the... Oh, look at this. That's way too crazy. We can't fight all those fire things. But when we're in the ossuary, regular mummies are vulnerable to fire. So that would have been useful there. Not to be though. How about we blowgun? Got to be mindful of when we stair dance stuff up, that the formicid ghost could always be at the stair. Let's go a stomp. I don't really want to fight the orc warrior who has a trident, so we'll just go back upstairs. Can now stomp with the beat. Feel the rhythm. Okay, centaur zombie. Yep, that's fine. I got a force maul, it freaked me out, but it was just because it's a centaur. I'm pretty sure that the way this transporter vault we have here works is that it gives you a potion of resistance or two. So it will help you with the enemies, but yeah, that's still way too difficult. Hellhounds at this stage, just one is scary, let alone multiple. And then fire elementals as well, too scary. My tip for transporter vaults is don't ever go in, and then you'll never die to one. These guys can do way too much damage. Let's just be a bat, make some distance, and then we'll go back to blowgun mode. And then just kite him out. Kiting. Such a pure crawl tactic. Alright. What was that? A regular potion. Okay. More whites. So we've got more enemies who are immune to our poison tricks. That is an artifact leather armor, which I would love to try, but we still have not found a second remove curse scroll. Plus that's kind of dangerous. We probably shouldn't try that without identifying it. That's a book of conjurations. I don't think we really want to do that. Vampires are horrible at conjurations anyway, -3. That's their worst skill. Today I learnt. Alright, so we're definitely not doing conjurations then. If there's anything we want in a book, it's probably hexes. Oh god, that hurts. I was going to say, none of these guys have... What do these guys not have? Polearms. So we can fight one at a time, but in fact they still really hurt. How about we use one of our 13 throwing nets? We missed. How do you miss? How are we missing? Throwing nets don't miss. And now we can stab them. Oh, we lost that net. No. Let's go again. There we go. We lost a net there, that's sad. Alright, let's not die to this ogre. Starting to get cocky. We're almost devoid of blood, that's no good. 2 scrolls of enchant armor. There isn't any particular armor I'm wearing that I'm really in a hurry to enchant. So we're just going to hold those. Alright, fighting to 5. I guess we'll just keep training like this forever. Okay, we should X this out. I love testing my hatches, but the thing is, most transporter vaults don't have a no teleport into property, which means you can get teleported into them, you can fall down a shaft into them, or you can take a hatch up into them. So if I test this hatch, there's a chance that we just end up in here and we just die. So yeah, as much as I love to test hatches, if there is a transporter vault above you, do not take the hatch. I repeat, do not take the hatch, you'll land in the transporter. Not worth. I think that's kind of silly personally, but that's how it is. Hungry Ghost. Does he make us more hungry? I don't think that works on us. Yeah, it seems not to. Stabs. Sentinel's mark. So that alerts everything awake on the floor as to our position. Fortunately, it seemed like not much was awake. Alright, a bunch of things that are really good here. A Wand of Clouds for all our gold. It's got 6 charges, that's actually quite amazing. A Scroll of Blinking is really good. We don't have one of those. I think that's probably worth just insta picking up. A Scroll of Blinking is a really, really good panic button. And then other things that we would like, although maybe not. We've got 3 heal wounds, so this one we don't need to get it, but I'm going to shopping list it. Shift into the letter puts it on your shopping list if you didn't know that. Scroll of Teleport and the Wand of Digging. This is a really good shop. We could buy a helmet too. That's an extra AC for 67 gold. That's worth just picking up immediately. It's like a Ned Kelly helmet. New book. Book of Maledictions. That's got Confuse in it. Okay. Wait, no, this is the Stabber book. So this lets us be a Hexer, in fact. This has Confuse, has Ensorcelled Hibernation, basically has all the really good Hexers that we want. Very good synergy with what we have. And then Vampires have +4 Hexers aptitude. It is worth instead picking up Ensorcelled and Confuse. I'm going to put Ensorcelled on Z. And probably also Takima's Dance. Okay, Takima's Dance seems really appropriate when our whole god is about dancing. And let's turn on another skill. I'm not going to turn anything off because I know that this is going to be hellish for some of you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're training 8 different skills at the moment. If there's an upside to this, it's that we don't need much more short blades. A dagger reaches Mindalay at only 10, which in fact I'm going to turn on a skill target for. I guess that's still a fair way off when you consider that we're training so many skills at once. But yeah, I'm not even mad. I'm just going to keep doing it. A new scroll. It's brand weapon. Ooh, I think a dagger of venom is so useful. I think we just put this on the short sword of flaming. Can we roll a lek? Freezing. Okay, no lek. This is a glowing hand crossbow. Let's see, vampires are just as bad with crossbows as throwing, -2. I'm really tempted to check this out, but I think I would prefer to play a throwing game. It's going to synergize with our, what is this thing called? Blowgun. Rather than switch into crossbows. But I mean, there's a possibility this is, say, a +6 crossbow of poison or something. Could be amazing, but yeah, want to be a thrower. I might bother, maybe even the same people who are bothered so much by so many skills being trained at once. Not seeing what that blowgun is might bother you, or it might be a new round of people who are bothered. I don't know. It's just bother everyone. There is a Bailey on this floor. We don't have any magic mapping, so we have to just explore around. These stone walls in here might be the Bailey. Sometimes the Bailey vault has stone walls. Very distant, so that's going to be a no. Our Wand of Flame gains charges, which is a really nice change with the wands, rather than having multiple Wands of Flaming. Ooh. Okay. I'm just going to test the Rune Buckler. +2 Buckler of Cold Resistance. Nice, that gives us some extra shield. So goodbye regular Buckler. We haven't found any additional Curare needles. So we've only got the one. I'm thinking about the double-headed ogre. In that case, we can just kite him. Probably with poison and then bat form. He's as sick as possible, we'll just start walking away. Cue the Craig David. I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. There we go. It gives us a whole bunch of experience. Unfortunately, we don't yet have the hexes to use these spells, but Takima's Dance is really strong against ogres because it not only does it take the giant club out of their hands so they can't hit you with it, but then the club's hitting them. Don't you just love to hit the club? This is a short sword of venom. I think I would rather just have the dagger of venom. The dagger of venom lets us stab. It's also faster. And fast is good because every time we swing, we potentially bite something with our razor sharp teeth. I'd really like to find this Bailey, by the way. Very distant still. So it's very distant when we were over here. It's very distant when we're here. I'm going to guess it's probably all the way up in this top right corner. It is probably worth being a bat, which we just failed. Because I think this works off time rather than turns. So the fact that we move quickly as a bat means that we can cover more ground before it runs out. We're going to have to fight here, so let's end that. Watching my piety meter. Okay, we got up to 2. Let's line past this guy. Can confuse him and then stab him. That's really actually very strong when that works. New scroll, and we just found out amnesia. No, these spells are all good. What do we find? Some orc corpses, but something else. Did I imagine? I thought I saw something interesting there. A Wand of Digging. There you go. So we picked up a Wand of Digging for free rather than having to buy that one in the shop. Ooh. How are we going to kill yaks? We don't have enough skill to confuse stuff yet. We've also got a shield penalty still. That hurts us for confused too. We can just try to ensorcel this guy. I'm going to make some macros too, by the way. So the first one's going to shoot, it's ZZ and F. I've never done this before, but apparently if you use F to confirm a spell rather than dot, it means that you'll never accidentally use it on a spell that doesn't need confirmation and then have a macro that waits a turn. So I'm going to test this out. Is that true? It does. The problem is we've only got a 33% chance to get the yak because our hexes is still so low. Okay, can we line pass this whole group? We can't get that one. We can get these two though. And then we'll stab them. That's pretty good. And then let's try stomp. Okay, no stomp. We don't have enough magic. Oh, okay, line pass takes 4 magic points. Alright, fair enough. We kind of line passed ourselves into the unknown, which is a bit dangerous. But I did it. If we can get 4 magic, we can line pass back out of here and confuse them all. I'm watching my mana. Let's quaff so we're not very hungry. Alright, there we go. Line pass back up. Confuses all of them. That's actually really strong. And then we get to stab them all. Let's not die. Though, that would be very embarrassing. Okay, we'll just cut him out with the poison. I do really want to get to the Bailey, but I don't want to randomly die to some yaks to get it. Let's kill him first. There we go. I'm going to quaff us back up to full because I don't want to rest because I don't want to lose the Bailey. But I don't want to be going in without any HP. So by going up to full, I've raised our... Oh, there's a remove curse. I've raised our regen rate. This now lets us put on our jewelry finally. Amulet of Faith. Okay, this is amazing. I was really hoping that we could get an Amulet of Faith. With Uskayaw, the Amulet of Faith lets you build up your piety much more quickly in fights. That's, yeah, really exciting. Nice. We're going to test this god out. There's a ring of poison resistance, so now we can run around being full and we can still be out poison if we want. And the other ring is a ring of ice, which is dangerous to have on because we're going to be vulnerable to fire, but we can carry it around. It's distant, so we are closer, but we're still not really close. I think it's probably going to be over here then, rather than down. But we can do this loop here. Let's be a... Oh, I can't be a bat, we're full. Okay, back up to the left. Can we make it? Let's get the blinking. There it is. Can we get in? Yes. And there's a ghost. What is he? He's a No Wanderer of Che, who can hit for up to 15 damage. He hasn't seen us, so we could try to stab him, but I think it's very unlikely we kill him in one stab. What else could we then do? We could scattershot him a couple of times. We'll try to cut him with bat form. I'd really like to be able to stay. We hit him, but we didn't stab him. You can't net ghost, so there's that. I want to go on the... I was going to say I want to go on the exit before I try to scattershot him, because if this goes poorly, we can leave and he won't follow. He can do 15 damage. No, that's all our Ice Blast. The other thing is that maybe we could work up enough piety on these other random plain orcs that we could then use our finale ability to kill him. But I think how successful you can be with that depends on your invocation skill. So I don't know, I've never been Uskayaw before, so I'm not sure how likely that is. We've got 8 potions of haste. That might be a play too. I've got the mouse on the screen, sorry about that. Let's try haste. I really want to stay if I can. Alright, how about we get some stomps off? We're hasted, so we can kind of try to stay away from the ghost. I feel like I'm playing Wu right now, and I'm trying to cleave all these guys by moving. Oh, that one hurt. I wish I was Wu right now. Oh man, this ghost... Why isn't he slow? He's a Che ghost, he should be slow. What I should be doing actually is Ice Blast warning this whole pack of orcs. That was so much smarter. I should have done that ages ago. And then, how do we deal with this guy? We can't be a bat when we're full. How do we kill him? I don't know that we can. Okay, there's going to be a door here, so we can cut him around for a bit. We are full, so it's going to... Are we going to regen faster than he is? Okay, there goes our haste. I guess, no, we still can't be a bat. Thinking we can cut him around for a bit while we're full, regen our HP, and then maybe we could try to might him. Maybe not might, berserk rage maybe. That gives us might and haste. And if we did that on the exit, we could leave if the fight wasn't working. Man, it's actually very common to find ghosts in Baileys because a lot of people seem to die in here. We're not really regenning very well, are we? Kind of. If we drop from 4, we could become a bat. This is the downside of the vampire thing. I feel like a good change to vampire would be that you could become a bat at all levels of satiation. Alright, there we go. Now it can be a bat. So now we can... Oh, we failed it! Why do you fail bat form so much when you're a vampire? So now we can just actually heal up a lot more successfully. It's totally non-degenerate gameplay here. We need the yakety sax music. Alright, this is probably good enough now. Alright, so let's go out of bat. I think let's use the Whip of Elec. I should XP him. No, he's not. He doesn't have Arelec. And then let's try a Berserk Rage. If this doesn't work, we can just leave and he won't follow us out. It's like a stare, basically. So with Berserk, you get haste and might and extra HP. Come on. Oh, it's sick. We got... Okay, that's really good. We're building up the piety. Our Amulet of Faith really helps. And he got paralyzed. Once upon a time, you couldn't change weapons when you were berserked. Now you can. So while he's paralyzed, let's go to our dagger. And then we can stab him. Nice. Okay, we got him. Okay, that was a lot of insanity. We actually spent so long kiting him that all these orcs, their corpses, became... Their corpses rotted, which is a bit sad. So we don't get to refill on our blood. But yeah. Hopefully there'll be a lot of really good loot in here. That was a lot of effort to stay. We also used a haste and a berserk rage, which is a fair amount of consumable use. Although I think in this one often there's a potion of experience. So I don't know. We'll have to see. You usually have to fight at least warlords. At least knights, sometimes warlords. So that might be difficult. If you come back for the next one though, you'll see how we go. Bye.